Hi there. This is Colette from the Collective.
And I'm Catherine with Synchronicity Energy Healing.
Say that 10 times fast.
Right?
And this is the Embers of Enlightenment podcast. Woo!
Thanks for joining us.
Yes. And today, what we're going to do is I'm going to do a reading, and Catherine's going to kind of chime in as she gets messages too. But I feel like a strong sense of like we need a message, like maybe a peaceful message, a calming message. And without further ado, let's get into it. It feels like the energy has been kind of, just a little rough for folks out there, maybe having a lot going on, not knowing what to do, maybe feeling at a loss even of what is happening. Like it's just kind of weird energy. Ten of Pentacles, really good. I'm seeing a lot of good energy as I'm shuffling. So Seven of Pentacles, growth. Yeah, it's a period of Catherine and I were talking ahead of time before we came out here, like we always do, and she was saying something about feeling stuck. And I actually did a reading today. I can't remember what I said exactly, but it was talking about the feeling of being stuck, but it's not like that. Um, I don't remember what I said though,
You
so
know
you're
what I
gonna have
just
to watch
realized
it.
it feels like? Not to like cut you off or anything.
No, no, no.
If because like the momentum of the energy is so like it's intense right now, but it's always like it's also kind of like quick, it's gonna happen fast. But also at the same time, like there's a group of people that kind of feel that momentum is coming, and you're kind of like, oh my God, what do I do with this? Which way do I go? Like, what am I doing? Like you're squirreling a bit, aka me.
Mhm.
I'm one of those
Yeah.
people. But I think that's what it is. Like, you know what you've got in front of you, what you should be doing, but you've got several options, and you know the different ways that it could go, and you just need to focus in on what's in front of you and not what's
Yes,
potentially coming.
absolutely. And I actually did say something like that in one of my messages too. So you're right. I don't know when the message was that I gave that, but I gave something like that too. Um, so we've got four major arcana.
Woo!
So that is indicative of change happening. Um, I find it interesting that the devil showed up in reverse here because that's like to me a really, really good thing of where, you feel like you're trapped. Like that's what you feel like. You feel like there's no avenues for you to go. But the reality is that you've already broken free from the things that were trapping you before. And with the devil, it's usually something like a behavior or a thought. I feel like it's more a thought process,
Yeah.
actually, for most of you. Look at entity attachment showed up, and it's not like when I first saw that card, I was like, what the fuck? But I feel like it's more of a like the devil could be perceived as something being attached to you, like an entity, but I look at it more as like, no, it's just a belief, a thought, habit, something that's not in your highest good. That's all it is.
Yeah.
So you've broken, you're not breaking free, you've broken free from that. And you need to thank your ancestors because they definitely played a role in helping you. And I've got chills on that. This was good. This is really good. Wow, look at this. This first set of cards. I mean, the pathway is reversed, so that's not necessarily the best thing, but they look very similar with the sun out or the sun setting or coming out. Actually, one looks like the sun's coming out, one looks like it's the end of day, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like this one looks like the sun's coming out, and this one looks like it's the end of day. Wow.
Yeah.
That's cool. That feels very significant. What do I get from that? That's like balance, yin and yang energy. I was saying to Catherine too before we came on here, it's very much like um, we are needing to slow down with everything and really think through what we're doing because we're no more in this rushing energy. We're no more in this, we've got to make a decision right now. Like, we really need to relax and think of the best way to do it. Look at not the imprisonment card coming out, and we were talking about being trapped. You're not trapped. Like, you really feel like you are, but you're not. Like, it's crazy. That's two cards in two different rows saying that. So, and I don't know how to make you believe that you're not. Like, I don't know if I can get you to believe. That might be something that you have to do on your own. Not the ascending card coming out in reverse while I'm talking about that. Like, you don't see, okay, this is why I had that dream. Girl, bye. It's Queen. I can't stop seeing her. I told you the other day. I told you. So I'm not going to get in super detail. Catherine already heard this, but I had a dream the other or last this morning about my past, about my past job, about one of my bosses. And in hindsight, I see that we were more like equals instead of, the person being in power and better than me, and then me being this stupid employee, right? And that is the idea here, where your perception is needing to change if it hasn't already on who the fuck you are. Okay. Because you are not to be trifled with, you are not to be messed with. This entity attachment, like, please. Okay. Like, nothing can touch you. Your ancestors, for sure, are protecting you hard, but you just are this force of nature that it's like I'm envisioning like a caterpillar, okay, needing to come out of its fucking cocoon and be a butterfly already. But hey, maybe it's scared to do that a little bit, right? When I was born, so my brother is older than me. And first I'll say when he was born, he was ready to come out. My mom had him super quick. With me, she had to like push me out, right? I was just like, no, I'm not ready yet. This is too comfy. And that's how I've been for most of my life. But now I feel like I'm fucking ready to go. And this is the energy here. It's like, okay, so what are you really waiting for? Like, what is the thing that, because, we can talk about in the past how you had people blocking you, how you had situations blocking you, how, you were in a completely different energy, but all that is gone, all of it. So what are you holding yourself back for? That's
Yeah.
my question to you, Catherine. What do you got?
Well, I will share what I recently did. So I did a meditation on Saturday, and did quite a bit of journaling. Thanks. Take it all in.
No, isn't that insane? Look at how fire on
It's really
fire it is.
burning.
Sorry.
I've never
Go
been able to
ahead.
get my sage to burn like that.
Oh, we're needing it. That's why, but I don't want it to like kill my boyfriend and Janice when they get back. Go ahead.
Um, so I did a meditation on Saturday, and just kind of like, well, I channeled like a message and wrote it out. I don't know if anybody's heard of automatic writing, but I tend to do that when I actually sit down and do that. And that's basically what happened. And it was a similar conversation that I had, and I kind of touched on this earlier, but it's very much like you already know what you need to do. Um, and your ability to make excuses or let things get in the way is because you're overwhelmed by the thought of it. And so I recently said this in a different podcast also, is that it's not adding more things to your list. And we just said this, like you're not um you don't need to work harder. Like it's not adding. It's just your calling. Like it's just what you're doing and supposed to be doing as it is. So it's not necessarily adding more to what you need to be doing. It's just it should flow. Like once you get into it, it flows. And you said this earlier when we got on the call, like it you enjoy it, like it's you're excited to do it, kind of thing.
It's your
So,
baby.
huh?
It's your baby.
It's my baby. And
Yeah.
so in that meditation, I realized that, I have so many, well, I have several facets to my business, right? Um, and I know the things that I want to do, like the things that I'm quote unquote manifesting, and I know the things that are coming in. And I am letting that come into my realm of thinking and focus when really I should just be focusing on the things that I can control right now. Like I can't control what's supposed to happen in a year from now, other than just doing what I'm supposed to be doing right now. And I think that's where the overwhelm is coming for people is that you're so focused on, I want to manifest this, I want to manifest that, because you've heard it, right? Like with the 8-8 portal and everything, like um social media has been lit up with manifest this and maximize this portal for your manifestations. And so that's all you're focused on is this is what I want. This is the what I need. This is what I want to do. And you're not focused on what's right in front of you, aka me. So I think that's part of it, right? And I think to some level, as you start to focus on what's right in front of you and letting those seeds grow and blossom, you're going to start to see your power. And another thing that I've been doing is remembering, actually, a big thing that's been for me is everything that I have, everything that I've created, everything that I believe in, the powers, everything is within me, right? Like it's me. Like I can ask God for help. I can ask ascended masters for help. I can ask ancestors for help, and whatever other aspects. But at the end of the day, like it's coming from me. And so to think that thus far, everything that I've done in my life, and I think of like all the impossibilities, like how I managed to make it through college and pay for that. Everything that I've always stressed about and worked so hard for, I've always manifested and it's always happened. So why I'm sitting here in front of my business that is stagnant at the moment, wondering why it's not stagnant and why I can't do this and feeling like, oh, it's never going to take off. How can I possibly think that when everything else up to this point has happened? So I think that's where some of you guys need to kind of take a step back and kind of reflect on the things that you've done, the things that you've created, up until this point, and sit there and say, okay, well, if I've done all this, right, I've managed to do all this, and think of the moments where you're like, where you thought you had no idea how it could possibly happen, but it happened, right? And it's the same thing for right now. So if all of that happened up to this point, what would make you think that it wouldn't happen now also? So.
Well said, Catherine. That's 100% correct. Absolutely. And for me, I don't know about you, but for me, the word manifestation is just a fucking stressor anyway. So I 10 out of 10 recommend you avoiding any manifestation videos, because it just puts pressure on you and the thing that you're trying to manifest. Like, you don't need, like Catherine's saying, if it's something you want and it's something you're going to go after, it's going to be yours if it's meant to be yours. So there's literally nothing that you need to do. Like, manifestation makes me feel like there's something I have to do to make it happen. I don't know
Yeah.
about you.
Yeah, literally that. Like you don't need to do anything else because when all those things that led up to this point, I didn't even think of like manifestation. Like that was never a thought in my brain. Oh, let me manifest going to college, right? Like I just said I'm going to college. I'm going to
Mhm.
graduate college. Right? Like that's all it
Mhm.
was, and it happened. There was something else I was gonna say, but I forget. So maybe it'll come back to me. I don't know. Um, I don't know. We'll just leave it at that, I guess, because it's
But you
gone.
did everything you set out to do. You said, I'm going to do it, and you did it. You didn't have to worry about, jumping on Tuesday and then, like manifestation actually what it feels like is a superstition. That's
Yeah.
really what I think it is a superstition.
Yeah. I remembered what I was gonna say. So I think the only difference between, right, I think a manifestation, you're like, I want this, and you think, poof, it's gonna happen, right? Whereas before, when you did things and you didn't know what the term manifestation meant, you said, I want to do this, and then you took the action to do it, right? So, like, whatever it is that you want, right? Like, if I want an energy healing business, I can't say I want this energy healing business and just hope that people find me. No, I've got to create the business. I have to put out the booking page. Like I have to put out advertisement. Like there's steps that you have to take to make something happen, but it also doesn't have to be something that you have to grind for, right? Like so listen to your body, listen to yourself. If you don't feel like working on it one day, then don't because you don't want that energy going into whatever you're creating kind of thing. So yeah, if you want that manifestation, you just need to take that step and then let it play out how it's supposed to, if it's meant for you, kind of thing, is what I wanted to say.
That was well said as well. Great job.
Thanks.
um so yeah, oh, endings was the other card. So Five of Cups with endings and pathway reversed. Um, Road closed. The pathway being blocked. Like there literally is like a block in here. And the pathway being reversed makes me feel like there's something blocked here. Five of Cups, I'm getting like a worried kind of sense. So just kind of what Catherine was talking about with manifestations, like the worry is real about, okay, but it didn't work out before. Or okay, but this happened. Or okay, but like you could sit here all day and do your butts about, what happened before and what didn't work before. And it's good actually to look at what didn't work before because you don't want to do that again,
Yeah.
but it's almost like you're stressing on things that didn't work out before. And like just like Catherine's saying, okay, well, literally manifestation is just doing the thing, just do the thing. Well, the same idea is like, okay, this didn't work out because it wasn't meant for you before, right? So even if it's something that like let's say my business, the collective, maybe it wasn't working before, but it's going to work now because I'm in a different energy. um well, really because I'm in a different energy, it's going to work out. But so it could be something that you've already started working on is what I mean. And it didn't work out before and you're kind of asking what's different about this time, and spirit is saying you're different, number one. Number two, it really matters what you think right now. I did say that in one of the readings today. You have to be mindful about your thoughts. And I'm not saying you're going to think, oh, it's not going to work out, so it's not going to work out. But you have a lot of alignment. Like I was saying, the connection, you've got connection right now with people. Or maybe I didn't say that. You have a strong connection with people right now. And um, people are drawn to you. So you've got a lot more in your favor right now than you did before. It's not just what you're already doing, what you already learned. It's just you've got that thing. And so you want to be mindful about your thoughts. Don't go so much in the negative that you can't dig yourself out of a hole. Try to be like when you catch yourself when you're thinking negative, start thinking positive, and I got chills. It's gonna be like bam right in your face. And the back of my head is really tingling. So then we've got Ace of Pentacles reversed with the Lovers reversed and Evil Eye, which is protection, and Gift. Just give me a second here. Yeah, see, you were out of alignment before. You weren't able to get the pentacle before. You weren't able to get it before because you were being protected. It was a gift to you. I want you to, after you're done listening to this podcast, I want you to sit and think about what went wrong before and think about what's happening now and see the difference. Like what else is happening in your life besides this thing? And see, like, I mean, your energy, I cannot tell you, is so different. Like you can't screw it up. It's like you can't do it. You can't. And I mean, I've been hearing this message for months, and now I'm giving the message. So, um, like, hear me when I say it. You weren't ready. You weren't in alignment. You weren't ready for these gifts that were about to fall on your lap, literally, because you were in the wrong energy. And there's nothing wrong. Like, don't go, oh, I didn't deserve it back then. No, it just was the timing of everything coming together for you. Like
Yeah.
it for you, like this thing loves you as much as you love it, okay? And it didn't want to be born until it was ready. Your baby.
It was waiting for you to have the capacity to sustain it. So the version,
Yeah,
and I've got chill saying that. So the version of you, it's like Clet said, it's not a matter of like you weren't good enough or you weren't like, I don't know, the whole ascended enough. I don't know. I think some people kind of focus on that a lot, but um it's literally just your ability to sustain what's coming in because it's not going to be given to you. It's like a long-term thing. It's going to be like it's a new chapter. So it's not going to be just like a blip in time. It's not something that's fleeting. It's going to be a long-term thing, and you have to be in the right energy to be able to hold and sustain that for the long term. So hypothetically, you get a windfall of money in. Previous, you might have gone and just blown through it. Current, you might go, let me invest this, let me do this with it, let me do that with it. So it works for you instead of you just blowing through it, right? So like that's kind of what she's saying is the difference um between the past version of you and then the version of you now. So when you are sitting with it after this, don't just think about like what was happening in your life at that time versus now. Compare that version of yourself to who you are now. And I would bet to say that there's a significant difference of growth from that old version of you to now.
absolutely. I agree. Well, you are just on a roll today. I love
Thanks.
it. Um, okay, so the perceived stuckness, we're back there with the hangman, okay? And we've got legal, reverse, and imprisonment upright. So that's very interesting. Some people might have court type issues right now, little court type. Like it doesn't feel like a big deal. It feels like a small deal, but you might have something going on there. But yeah, it's like so we think of legal, it's like the fine print, right? The fine print needs to be there before you step forward. So the fact that legal's reverse, you're still ironing out something. Let's see if I can figure out what it is. What are you ironing out? No, I want to come here. I don't know why. What are you ironing out? Or is it you? Maybe it's somebody else ironing out the details. Guru. Oh my gosh. What? Like, so you really, yeah, you really cannot see, oh my God, fountain. That feels abundant.
Yeah.
You really cannot see who the fuck you are. I'm telling you. You're ironing out nothing. There's no more detail that you need. Like, that's why legal's reverse. Stop doing that. Like, what are you doing? God is asking, what are you doing? Like, we're
So,
handing it to you on a platter right now.
so it feels like some of you have a lot going on externally, like maybe there's drama within friends or family or at work or something that's pulling your distraction away from what you should be focusing on, you know.
Mhm.
And so it kind of feels like you need to try to tune that all out, right? If somebody comes to you with it, just meet them with like a indifference, right? Like if they need to talk, let them talk, but don't get invested in it because that energy needs to go towards whatever you're working on, whatever you're supposed to be working on. And that's where it feels like the overwhelm is coming in. Like you're putting your focus on too many things outside of you that that shouldn't be there, like that you shouldn't be investing that in. And that's not to say that you should be going into hermit mode because you shouldn't. Like you still need to put yourself out there. Um, but you just need to watch how you're doing it so that you're not giving it away to people and places that it's not supporting what you're doing.
And actually, I want to give an example of the friend, like people pulling you in distractions because this was literally part of my dream. And I was like, this dream was showing me how different I am. It's crazy compared to who I used to be. This is a perfect example. So in the dream, um, I had a friend that I used to work with and a real life friend, and she was in this dream. And there was somebody else in the company that got a promotion while she got a promotion, but the other woman got a raise at the same time she got a raise, but the other woman actually got her money and my
Mm.
friend didn't. Okay. And she was like, what? When I told her, I didn't know she didn't get her money. So she's like blowing up, like, what? I can't believe I didn't get my money. And this person actually is normally chill, but she's like, I'm gonna go hand it to the boss. I'm gonna go talk to them. They gotta give me my money. And I was like, okay, you do that. Normally, in the past, I would have got involved. I would have felt like I had to fix her problem. I would have felt like I'd have to sit there and tell her, oh, it's going to be okay. You're going to be okay. And I could not be bothered. Now, I listened to her and I was just like, oh, yeah, that sucks. Go get it handled. That's what you have to do.
Yeah,
So that's what Catherine's saying. You got to really right now it's very important for you to self-focus, and I did say that in my reading earlier. It's like, okay, you're important. I'm not saying you're not important, but I really need to hanker down and do this thing that I've been avoiding.
we're not flipping tables anymore. We're not
Yeah,
doing it. We're walking away.
that's right. Amen, sister. Okay, so then we've got the devil reversed with the Eight of Swords. This is the feeling of being trapped. This is you feeling like um situations, people, places, things are keeping you from moving forward, or it feels like really situations. It feels like excuses, like Catherine said. It feels like things like that, like, oh, this is working against me. So it's just out of my reach. I can't reach it. But understand that in like we were saying, protection came up. So understand that you are in your own world essentially. I mean, everybody's in their own world. Everybody has to protect themselves. Everybody has to do what they need to do to live their life, right? What you want in your life is could be something completely different than this other person.
Yeah.
So, you know, circumstances, like there's nothing that should be stopping you from moving forward. Like it's a nonstop continual message, this whole reading. Like you are protected, and it's just this strong fear that the rug's going to get pulled up from under you. Like you're like, okay, well, it's just within my reach, so if I step forward now, is it really going to work out? And God is giving you a resounding yes here, clearly. Are you listening? Are you hearing it? And I love that we're ending on the Empress because she showed up the other day today. I don't know what day it was. And I was like, damn, because you are, and I've seen the Empress before, but you are literally on your throne. You are sitting here like a bad bitch, okay? Like, I know who the fuck I am. I love who I am, and I'm fucking ready to do it. I'm prepared. And, ascending in the reefers and thoughts. What was I telling you? I didn't even see the thoughts card. You got to be mindful about your thoughts because you have ascended. There's no there's no more work to do. Like that's the thing. You're the guru. You don't need to do anything else. You've already done all of it. So stop acting like you haven't and start moving forward. And resting I thought I was going to say something else about resting, but then I heard resting is for the weak. Somebody's got a jokester for a guide, okay? Um, you can rest when you're dead, right? No, I feel like yes, you need to rest, absolutely, for whatever this is that you're doing. It takes a lot out of you, overwhelming, like Catherine said, yada yada yada. But I feel like there's a balance of it, and you need to make sure you're taking opportunities to go after what you want. And oh my God, not the Queen of Swords in the reverse with Ice Queen. Okay, you are your own worst fucking critic. Let me tell you, you
Yeah.
are a bigger bully to yourself than anybody has ever been to you. And I mean, I don't want to credit these people too much. Like, part of it is because of how you've been talked to and what people, were saying in your ear to make you believe you weren't the fucking empress. Okay. But it's time to let that go. It's done. You didn't lose anything. You gained from those situations. You learned who the fuck you are, and you're going to go after your opportunities, motherfucker. I love it. How do you feel, Catherine?
I feel good. I'm gonna say everybody just take a moment to take a deep breath. That was a lot. And I wasn't yawning because I was tired. I was transmuting energy. So so you guys
Sure,
might
I was
also
like, it could be
feel,
both.
yeah, it feels everything feels lighter and hopefully it does for you too. Um, there was something I was gonna say. I think it was something along the lines of not resting. Oh, yes. So you're not going to feel the need to rest as much once you start tuning out all the distractions. It's not the thing that you're supposed to be working on that's draining you. It's everything else that you're focusing on. So
Bingo.
the balance that comes in once you need to balance the outside with what you're working on. So once you start filtering all that out, you're not going to feel the need to rest anymore or as much. Everybody needs to rest, but as much.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Well, so that was perfect, the perfect kind of antidote to what I said, because I'm like, yeah, no, you're not going to be resting. It's not as needed. But while you were talking, I wanted to see what was at the top of the deck, and the Eight of Wands is there. The Eight of Wands is fast moving. So get your ass ready. It's coming. Whether you are really ready or not, like whether you're sitting comfy or not, you gotta do it.
it's happening. It's funny because I was talking to Nick today. We've been talking about finances a lot. And I don't know. I feel like when I talk to him about it, I have to tone it down a little bit so I don't sound so crazy. Because I don't, for like the last year and a half since I've been home, I'm like, my business is gonna take off. It's gonna happen. It's gonna take off, and I'll be able to work that, and I'll be extra income, and it's just gonna all work out. And I keep telling him, like things are gonna turn around for us. Like it'll be good. And it was something that I said again today. I was like, I know I keep saying it, but I really, to my core, feel and think that it's going to. So,
And you have to say it because you got to
yeah,
create it, right?
yeah. So. It's coming, even if some days you don't feel like it's coming. And you have to try to convince yourself that it is coming, it is happening.
Yes. And it's okay if you have negative thoughts. I'm not trying to freak you out. I'm just saying
Yeah,
that your energy is very powerful. So you want to focus more on the positive because that's
absolutely.
really going to amp you up.
Yes. I would encourage you for anybody that's, oh, what is the movie? Um, it's the Disney movie where like they have the core memories in the little balls, and then they
Oh,
have,
inside out.
thank you, joy, right? I keep thinking about that moment where they were on their little journey, and I forget who it was that lashed out, and they're like, "You're just
Sadness.
always so happy. Like it's easy for you to be happy and positive." And she was
Yeah.
like, "You have no idea how difficult it is to be this positive. Like to be surrounded by you people and try to be this positive is freaking hard. You need to be joy. You can have your meltdown and complain that it's so hard, but then get back to being positive."
Yeah. Well, and sadness ultimately was the key for everything because it's like, yeah, we're going to do great things. We're going to do amazing things. Obviously, we're already doing them, but there's going to be bad times too with
Yeah,
stuff. Life goes on and it's good and bad, and you got to take them both. But you're not used to the good part, and that's what's really tripping you up right now. So you just have to, like, God's like, you're not even going to believe
yeah,
what we've got in store for you up here. It's going to be beyond your wildest dreams and more. Like manifestation, that's a joke, Like
yeah,
I did a hype you up reading earlier and I saw the 10 of cups, which is like happily ever after. I mean, it's in the cards. It's literally in the cards. It's going to be amazing. So, maybe you can't 100% calm down because, life, right? And you're you,
yeah,
Catherine.
yeah,
But
yeah,
hopefully that reading gives you some confirmation over and over again that like it's okay. It's going to be amazing, not even okay. So,
yeah,
just hang in there.
yeah, yeah. It'll be good.
It'll be good.
Yeah.
Well, I'm good. Are you good, Catherine? Or you got
I'm
anything else to say?
no, I'm good. Um, if that resonated with you and you want to dive a little bit deeper into whatever Spirit's trying to tell you, we do offer um sessions together that you can book one-on-one with us. I don't know. I think the link is only through my profile. So
Yes,
if you
correct.
find me, I've got TikTok and Instagram and Facebook, Synchronicity Energy Healing. You can go to that, the link in that bio, and then it'll take you to be able to book. If you need help finding it, just message us and we'd be happy to help you. But if you're kind of like, I want a little bit more detail, we'd be happy to sit with you and see what we've got for you. So yeah.
Absolutely, 100%. And also, thank you for being here. And
Mm,
any likes, shares, comments, subscribers to our channel are super helpful and appreciated. Tell your friends,
yes,
share the love.
yes,
But really, ultimately, we appreciate you watching or listening on Spotify and YouTube.
yes, absolutely. And if there's something that you want to specifically hear or you're questioning, feel free to leave a comment or message us. We'd be happy to take topics. If there's something specific you want to hear about, and we'll cover it in one of the episodes. So,
Absolutely.
well, we appreciate you guys, and have a good night.
Bye.